Hey guys, this is Mr. A. Chrissy here, and welcome back to another movie review. Today's movie review is going to be on the action thriller Liam Neeson film that came out this year in February of 2022, and that's going to be on Blacklight. So, Blacklight is directed by Mark Williams and stars Liam Neeson, and so the story of Blacklight is about a guy named Travis Block, who is a shadowy government agent who specializes in removing operatives whose covers have been exposed, uncovers a deadly conspiracy within his own ranks that reaches the highest of power. And that's pretty much the basic story of this movie, because it's kind of hard to understand the story as you watch Blacklight, because in my honest opinion, I've been when this movie first came out in February, the same exact day as Marry Me and Death on the Nile, I've been hearing pretty bad things about Blacklight, and so I actually watched it on demand not too long ago, and I'm gonna have to say, Blacklight is not really a good movie. I didn't really like this movie at all, and there's many reasons why. It's because the story itself does get very confusing and hard to understand, and there are some times where there are most times where this movie does get very, very confusing, and that it's hard to understand the story of this movie. And another problem with Blacklight is because Liam Neeson. I think Liam Neeson himself is pretty much another reason why this movie sucked. It's because this movie kind of feels a little familiar to most of you guys, and it kind of feels like something Liam Neeson has done before, like in the past years, and that's what it kind of feels like. This movie kind of feels like the Taken films, where it's like where Liam Neeson's known for his action thrillers ever since Taken came out, and that's also another reason why this movie was not good. Because I just wish Liam Neeson, I just wish Liam Neeson could just retire from the action thriller genre and move on to something even better, like maybe horror films or maybe drama films, and maybe he could get back into them, so that way his career won't be ruined. Yeah, and the fact that this movie Blacklight got 8% on Rotten Tomatoes, I can definitely understand what the critics are saying about this movie. And of course, there are some times where whenever there are some scenes with Liam Neeson's character, like Travis Block is just a lame character, and probably one of Liam Neeson's worst characters he's ever done, one of the most disappointing. And of course there are some scenes in this movie where not only because there's also a funeral scene where a character has been killed off. But there's also most times where there's Liam Neeson's character Travis Block, where Travis is interacting with his granddaughter. Because the movie itself does get very misunderstanding, and it's kind of hard. It's very hard to understand the story of this movie, because this movie kind of almost feels like some of Liam Neeson's other action thrillers that he's done, like The Taken and Honest Thief from 2020. And I will say, I actually enjoyed Honest Thief a little bit more than Blacklight. I think Honest Thief was better. I didn't think Honest Thief was that bad. And plus, I do have Honest Thief on Blu-ray as well, so yeah. And plus, I think Blacklight was also worked on by the same people who worked on Honest Thief, like Mark Williams and Marcus Shame, the music score composer. And of course, Liam Neeson once again starred in another action thriller film that came out at the end of April, which I never really saw, and it looked like crap. Memory, because Memory is actually the other movie that Liam Neeson starred in this year, and I heard that Memory wasn't even that good either. But yeah, so overall, Blacklight was just a disappointing movie of 2022, and one of the most disappointing movies of the year so far, and also one of my least favorites of this year as well. And I'm gonna give Blacklight 1.5 out of 5 stars. Yeah, at first I said like 0 out of 10 on Letterboxd, but then I was thinking maybe I kind of treated it too harshly or something like that, but I'm not wrong, because I'm not wrong, because this movie definitely sucks. So I'm just gonna give it like a 1.5 out of 5 stars, because Liam Neeson is a talented actor, I will say. Yeah. So if you haven't seen Blacklight yet, then I don't really recommend it. So there you have it, guys. That's pretty much all there is to say for my thoughts on Blacklight. And that's going to be it for this video. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching. And until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.